Hey guys, how's it going? You got Matt here from Nerd Enthusiast. Today I got some exciting announcements for everybody. Basically, I'm going to go over the future of Nerd Enthusiast, the near future, and the further out future as well. So let's hop right into it. So as of today, which I believe the date is June 26, 2020, the channel has mostly evolved from doing mainly podcasts to short videos by myself, showing you guys some things in my collection and talking about things that are important to me in the video game industry. For a long time, I wanted to expand this. It's been a long time coming. I've been thinking about it quite a bit as to how I'm going to do it, who I'm going to bring on to help me because I can't do it alone. And I think I found the right people. So I'm proud to announce that we're going to have some new shows. I will still be doing these short videos, of myself going over some stuff in my collection or, talking to you guys about whatever I want to in regards to video games. I do plan on starting another gaming podcast. I just need to find the right person. I'm taking my time. I'm not just going to, pick a random person and just do it because I think it's correct. I spent a lot of time finding the right people for the right podcasts. And in some cases, we had to delay a podcast because the right people couldn't do it right now. And I'm not going to talk about that yet because there's no point. It's going to happen sometime in the future. Don't know when that's going to be. So again, that's kind of like further down the road. I have plans for other shows. I just need to get the right people in the right places. So speaking about the right people in the right places, today we're bringing on Anthony Scali at Eat a Hoagie. He has a pretty popular poker channel he streams on. He streams for Play USA. He actually writes some articles as well for poker. He's going to be starting a poker podcast with his co-host Brian Keene. You can follow him at Brian Keene 0513 on Twitter. So you guys can start following them now. Together they're going to be doing a poker podcast. They've been players for a long time. I played with these guys in college. Unfortunately for me, I stopped playing poker quite a while ago, but they never have. They've continued to play poker all the way through for years and years and years. They read books. They know a lot about the game. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys as well. Their podcast is going to be audio. In the future, it will be video as well, but we're going to start out just doing an audio podcast for them. So now we're going to have the video game stuff. We're going to have a poker podcast. And then we are also going to start a music podcast. The music podcast is going to be with my good friend, John Brenner. You can follow him at SloopJawn232. And it's SLOOPJAWN232 on Twitter. So John is somebody that I met in college, and he's been a huge inspiration to me musically. He's introduced me to a lot of bands that I would have not otherwise listened to, and has expanded my horizon throughout music. Music is a big passion of mine. If you guys have been watching like all the podcasts that we've done before in the past with Richard, I told him at some point on one of the podcasts that music is probably more important to me than video games. It's it's a whole different it strikes a whole different chord, let's say. And I've been really wanting to get into musical stuff, and I found the right person to do it with. So I'm very excited to be doing that with John. We're going to go over the formats of these shows later on. You'll kind of get the vibe with them. So the music podcast is going to be just that. It's going to be a podcast. It's going to be audio only at first. In the future, we do plan on doing video stuff. Right now, I am still going to be editing all of this stuff. If you guys, I'm sure you're aware because I mention it constantly, but I do not know what I'm doing with editing. I figured out everything for myself. I'm still figuring things out, taking it one day at a time. I am actively looking for an editor to bring on to help me with these shows so we can get video up faster. Again, I want to find the right people. I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to pick somebody just because I want to pick somebody. I want to find people who are going to be vested in it, who actually are going to care and who are knowledgeable. Those are the most important things. If we find the right people, we're going to have better shows for that. So we're going to be bringing more people in the future. It's just a matter of time. We're going to have new shows for you guys. I can't wait to get to that point. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But for now, I'm very excited to announce the poker podcast, announce the music podcast. I hope you guys give those a listen. I hope you keep watching the videos I put up on YouTube. Again, I do plan on doing a gaming podcast at some point in the future. Just got to find the right person to do the podcast with, so I'm still actively looking. So what's the most important things with these two new shows? It's quality and consistency. When I brought these people on, I was telling them, those are the two things I care about most. In order for us to be successful, we need to put out the podcast consistently. So whatever time we tell you guys these are going to come out, that's when they're going to come out. That's what we've all committed to. And then the quality is specifically regarding audio at this time. In the future, well, again, the video will matter. But right now, we're just getting the audio quality down. We've already done some tests. The audio quality hasn't been there yet. We have some minor tweaks to do. The audio quality should be under control. And, we want our podcast to sound great. So we're not just going to put it out to put it out, because I could have already done that. That's not what I want to do. That's not the intention. But I think you guys are really going to like these shows once we get them up and going. I look forward to expanding our horizons, bringing on new people, doing new things. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys continue to listen and watch. And if you guys want to support us, that would be great. Patreon.com/nerdthusiast is how you can support us. You can donate, just $1 or more if you want. It's totally up to you. But everything that you put into the Nerdthusiast Patreon is going to go right back into the shows. We're going to put it into, buying equipment, things like that, just to make improvements for you guys. You can follow everybody now at Nerdthusiast. I'm going to have everybody posting stuff on there. So at Ida Hoagie will post on there. At Brian Keno 513 is going to post on there. Sloop John 232. Everyone's going to post. You're going to get different input from the poker realm, video games from me. John's going to post stuff about music. So you're going to have all sorts of things in there now. So I think that's really going to help out us on social media. So follow us at Nerdthusiast on Twitter. You can follow their individual accounts, which I just mentioned. And of course, you guys can follow my personal account at FromNJ2CA. The 2 is a number 2. All right, guys, I hope you're excited for these new shows. I hope you guys listen. Thank you so much. You take care.